Tell us a bit about yourself and your business.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So my name is Nikos and I'm the co-founder of two e-commerce brands. One is Craft Club, who's also with A&O, but my other one is called Joyride. We are a small car accessory brand. We're trying to bring back fun car accessories into the car industry for people who want something a little bit more fun and interesting for their vehicle.
And obviously we've got Craft Club
Yeah.
with A&O, but what would you say is something that made you want to bring your second e-commerce business to A&O?
So when we were starting Joyride and it was getting going, obviously one of the big questions is, you're starting a business, you're getting things going, you're fulfilling to customers on your own, and you want to start scaling things up. And fulfillment is one of those big pillars of e-commerce that you can't ignore. And if it's just really, at Joyride, it's just me and a couple of others helping out. So we're really, really small. And so fulfillment is something that can be really exhausting and take up so much of our time. And so when I knew that I had the ability to go and work with A&O immediately with Joyride, that was a huge incentive for me to scale up Joyride a lot faster than I wouldn't have done. I think, when you're starting a business and a small kind of startup, e-com startup, you're taking lots of risks, but you're also really conservative too. You don't want to make any mistake that's going to be, really costly or is going to maybe even, shut down the business before it really has a chance to get going. And I knew that with A&O, by using Joyride with A&O, I could move things a lot faster and I could get into market a lot faster and start experimenting a lot faster and finding my place in the market a lot faster. And that means everything for a startup, really, to get into the market, to start moving quickly and finding your feet.
What would you say is the biggest thing you've taken away from working with A&O, especially with Joyride?
Honestly, it's just been how easy to work with you guys are. We had a whole range of stock coming from, I think, about 5 or 6 different factories. That's really complex. You got stock coming from different pallets. The fact that you guys had a system for me to easily onboard that stock, get it into your system so I could get moving ASAP was so easy. I think, I had plenty of times where I needed to jump on the phone and your team were there. They could jump on the phone immediately, answer a few questions. We could solve a problem immediately. That was so helpful because when you're kind of just gearing up with a new 3PL, there will be teething problems. And it's about how fast and how efficient that team on the other end can help you solve those problems as a business owner. And so for Joyride, the ability to just pick up the phone and work with you guys, and you guys could solve those problems as quickly as possible and efficiently as possible for me was just fantastic. It was so easy. I couldn't have asked for anything more really than kind of getting started with A&O when it comes to Joyride.
And Nico, we really appreciate the trust you put in us, and we really appreciate you coming today. And may I ask, what is the final point you'd like to make?
There's plenty of points I'd like to make about A&O. I could be sitting here talking to you about A&O all day and the impact it's had on me and Joyride. But ultimately, I think, if any takeaway, if there's any takeaway I'd like to make, it's really how pivotal A&O has been at getting into market fast and efficiently without any hiccups. And I think that's just been the biggest thing with Joyride, my second company, about how to kind of get into a market quickly. And it's been so easy. Like I really don't think I could have got this thing moving in the direction that I wanted to get it moving in without the support of A&O, which I pretty much consider part of our business family at this point.
Thanks so much.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate it. Cheers.
Thanks.